Hey, I was asked by Kayla to do a video about, telling my unique story. And my name is Jordan Tefteller Stratton. I am Carly Tefteller Reeves' sister. I'm older by 10 years. I was born and raised in Northeast Texas, but I live in Northeastern Wyoming now, and I've lived here for 7 years. Um, I have always loved hair and makeup. I'm a cosmetologist. I've also been a stay-at-home mom to quite a few kids in the last, I guess, almost 13 and a half, 14 years. Pretty much I've stayed at home. Yeah, I worked for a short period of time in the salon, but other than that, I have been a stay-at-home mom, and it's been a great blessing. Um, I've given birth to 5 children, 5 kids, and brought 5 babies home from the hospital. All were healthy, happy. I have a 13-year-old daughter. Her name is Avery. I have a 10-year-old daughter. Her name's Scarlett. And I have a 4-year-old son, and his name is Sailor. But I also had another little girl and a little boy, and they both died of SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome, about 3 years apart. They died almost exactly 3 years apart. My little girl Tess was 2.5 months old, and she died April 2010. And my little boy Jones was 5 months old, and he died March 2013. So, needless to say, in my personal life, I've had it kind of rough. Um, and for a long time, I was completely debilitated by my grief and by the things that had happened to me, things that I could not control. Um, I've always, had a great personality, been really outgoing. People have always been drawn to me, but I became somewhat of a hermit. I withdrew from everybody in my life because that's kind of how I guess that's kind of my MO when I get really, really sad and depressed. Um, and so, I don't know. I mean, you can imagine what it would be like to lose a child, and I've lost two. Um, like I said, there was a time where I did not think that I would ever be happy again. I didn't want to be happy. I thought that I would never be good at anything again. Losing children definitely did a number on my self-esteem. Um, I always wanted to be a mom, and it wasn't a good influence, but something kept telling me in my mind, in my brain, you couldn't even keep your children alive. What makes you think you'll ever be good at anything again? And so I believed that. Well, fast or rewind and then fast forward, but rewind. I was about 4 years out on my grief journey, about a year out the second time, because my little boy, like I said, died in 2013. But my sister Carly joined Younique, and I signed up a month after she had joined, and she was my sponsor. In Younique, honestly, because it was a perfect fit for me. It was this high-end, naturally based makeup, and I could do everything through social media, and it brought me back to life. It honestly did. It gave me a passion for something again. It helped me to focus on something else besides my grief, and it helped me to become positive. I posted about this a couple of days ago, but honestly, I used to constantly focus on the negative, what I had lost in my life, and um, and all of us struggle. I used to honestly think that I hurt worse than anybody else in the world. I would think that in my brain. No one knows what I've been through, and no one could even comprehend how terrible I feel, and that's not correct. Um, and I started probably maybe 6 months, 4 months. I don't know. It's been several months, or it's been months ago that I started to stop dwelling on the negative in my life and what I had lost. Because if I dwell on that too much, I could just crawl over in the corner and crawl up in the fetal position and just wither away. When you are angry, when you focus on what you don't have, it just eats you up inside, or focus on what has gone wrong in your life or whatever. And so I started being more positive, and it's literally changed my life. And Younique helped me to do that. It helped me to pull myself out of this these terrible lows and this terrible grief. And it gave me a reason to be happy again, honestly. I know that sounds like kind of crazy, but it did. We all know that this company is not just about mascara, It has, my 4-year-old, look at him. Shh, shh, shh. It has a mission behind it, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. Even if I didn't make 1 cent ever again, I would still be thankful that I joined Younique, because it has made all the difference in my life. Um, so, like I said, I joined Younique about a year, maybe a year and a couple months after Jones died, and I was not in a good place, and it, it helped me to, like I said, pull myself up and out of the, just the deep depression I was in. And it, when I run or have run somewhat of a successful mascara business, I'm a green elite status. I have a good team underneath me. I won the incentive trip at a very, very terrible time in my life. Again, the loss of my 2 children has been the demise of my marriage. I'm going through a divorce right now, and we will have been married for 15 years on November 8th. You're shaking the couch. Thank you. We will have been married 15 years on, not November 8th, that's Jones's birthday, on November 18th, excuse me. And so, right around the time that the trip incentive was announced, my husband actually, my soon-to-be ex-husband, I kicked him out of my house, and he was dating my best friend. He still is. My ex-best friend, someone that was really big a part of my grief journey. And I don't mean to be negative or anything, but I'm just telling you, there's that shadow. I just want to show you what you're capable of if you put that ucky aside. So this all happened right around the time that we were qualifying for the trip, and so I really thought that there's no way that I would get the trip. There's no way, And but I decided one day that I was going to get it, and I had like maybe, I don't know. I didn't really get serious about it until a couple months in, or a month and a half in. But like I said, I was about 2 years out from losing my son, and I just separated from my husband, really, for good. We had been separated on and off for several months, but I kicked him out, and I found out that he was having a relationship with my best friend, and like I said, they still are. So, but I won the trip. My team was amazing. They helped me qualify for it. All of my customers were amazing, and I actually, I've been pretty open about my grief on Facebook, and I'm a pretty open person, and so the people that follow me know a lot of what I'm going through, I guess, always, just because I'm just like that. And so everybody that I knew rallied around me. I promise you, it was crazy. And they helped me get that. They knew that I worked so hard, that I was working so hard, even during this really, really, again, this really terrible time. It was kind of like I continue to kind of get hit personally, or my ass continues to get kicked, but Younique always has, thus far it's brought me out of it. So I was able to go on the cruise with my best friend, one of my best friends, and it was amazing. And my team, I'm green. Like I said, I've been green for about a year. And my team, requalified last month, and we're continuing, and I'm trying to continue to be positive, because I promise you,